When you truly understand the power you possess, you can achieve almost anything. Dr. James R. Doty. Every day, each of us manifests our reality. Most people do this unconsciously, often attracting negative things into their lives. The fact that you're here shows that you have an exceptional awareness of the power of words and thoughts. Today, I will introduce you to techniques recommended by neuroscientist Dr. James Doty, which he himself practices every morning to enter a state of energy flow and attract all things positive. You'll also learn about the element that blocks effective manifestation for many people. Every part of this video is an important piece in the puzzle of learning how to manifest successfully. Watch it in its entirety to fully grasp this knowledge. By doing so, you'll join a select group of people who truly understand how to manifest and achieve incredible results. Please subscribe to this channel to keep growing and like this video to let other people grow as well. Dr. James Doty is a professor of neurosurgery at Stanford University and the author of books that prove the power of human thought in shaping reality. He serves as a priceless link between the scientific and spiritual worlds. Thanks to individuals like him, concepts such as the law of attraction and manifestation are being discussed on an entirely new scale. Dr. Doty points out that manifesting reality through thought is not a concept born in recent decades, or even centuries. There's evidence to suggest that the term law of attraction and practices related to manifestation were in use as early as the first centuries of our era. On the other hand, he notes that in modern times, the concept has been somewhat distorted, and the message surrounding it has been overly simplified. This leads some people to mistakenly conclude that the law of attraction doesn't work. Unfortunately, most people simply don't know how to use it correctly. To understand the secret element that allows your manifestation to work like a magnet, we first need to talk about vibration. Doty explains that every person has their own vibration. Scientifically, it's a proven fact that the human heart generates waves that can be measured several meters away. People's vibrations influence one another and can even synchronize. For example, this is why, when a group of women spends a lot of time together, their menstrual cycles often synchronize. Human vibration can be positive or negative. Surely you know someone whose presence makes you feel good, someone you miss and enjoy spending time with. That person has a positive vibration. Usually, such individuals are kind, empathetic, and non-judgmental, allowing you to feel comfortable as your true self. Having such a person in your life is a true blessing. On the other hand, you likely also know someone whose presence feels draining, as if it sucks the life out of you. These individuals are often referred to as energy vampires. Their vibration is negative. Have you ever been out walking and noticed someone whose energy seemed so negative that you instinctively crossed to the other side of the street? Exactly. You might also know someone who repeatedly attracts the same negative patterns into their life and wonders why it keeps happening. For instance, this could be someone who consistently ends up in relationships with abusive partners. These things don't happen by chance. That person invites such situations and individuals into their life through the vibration they emit. This is an area where psychology and neurobiology intersect. Some individuals remain stuck in these patterns for their entire lives. Many will develop addictions. However, some will begin to notice that something isn't right. This realization is a crucial first step because recognizing the pattern and its cause can significantly shift one's vibration. As a result, they'll start attracting better experiences and a more positive life in every aspect. Dr. Doty is known for his controversial statement, "The universe doesn't care about you." However, understanding its meaning is vital. He explains that people often overly focus on the term universe, as if some external force were controlling their destiny, doling out good or bad events in their lives. The truth is that we are our own universe, and the power to manifest and create the life of our dreams resides within us. We don't need to send our intentions out into the ether, we need to plant them within ourselves in the right way for them to manifest in the physical world. There is, however, a negative force that limits our ability to create, limiting beliefs and the so-called inner critic. If you believe something is impossible, it truly becomes so. For example, if you believe you can't achieve wealth or that you don't deserve a fulfilling relationship, you're the one making it a reality. If your inner dialogue is negative every day, repeatedly telling yourself I can't do this or this is impossible for me, you're laying brick after brick in the walls of the prison you're building for yourself. Acknowledging this fact can be uncomfortable, but it's essential. Remaining in negative self-talk creates a victim mentality, a belief that external factors control your life and that you have no influence over it. It's easy to think you have no control. It's an excuse to do nothing. But the truth is that your life is in your hands. You are your universe. Once you truly understand this, everything changes. You hold the power. You are in control. You may think, but I don't talk to myself. Here's a surprise, people have internal conversations with themselves at a rate of up to 400,000 words a day. If you're not mindful of what you're saying to yourself, a significant portion of it might be harmful. So how do you break free from limiting beliefs and stop the negative dialogue with yourself? First, you must be mindful and catch yourself in moments of self-talk. You don't have to change what you say overnight. Making a 180-degree shift to fully supportive self-talk might be too challenging initially. Instead, start by not being negative. Becoming non-negative is already a huge step forward. Negative self-talk is also detrimental to physical health. Studies show that long-lived individuals lack a strong inner critic. This kind of chronic stress contributes to issues like inflammation, the silent killer of our time. Dr. Doty, having experienced a difficult childhood, admits he is still in the process of changing these beliefs and that such transformation doesn't happen overnight. In his view, no one can completely eradicate self-criticism, as perfection is beyond human reach. Paradoxically, this is good news because it means you don't have to be perfect to use the law of attraction. Even small steps toward reducing inner negativity can significantly enhance your manifestation power. So, let's recap what we've covered so far. To effectively attract what you want into your life, you need to shift your vibration to a positive one. If you hold negative, limiting beliefs and constantly criticize yourself, your vibration is low. Being negative toward yourself also makes you negative toward others, and people can sense that energy. As a result, you attract the wrong, toxic individuals and repel those who could positively impact your life. Become more aware of your inner dialogue. Catch yourself when you're thinking negatively, and work on eliminating such thoughts. Do it step by step. At first, it's enough to simply stop being negative. Try to support yourself in your thoughts. Never say things like, "I failed again," as always. Instead, extend a hand to yourself and say, "It's okay. I'll do better next time." The way you perceive yourself determines how you perceive the world and how the world perceives you. What does Dr. Doty identify as the factor that causes people to sabotage their chances of attracting the life they desire? Fear? Human life is a constant choice between fear and faith. Let me repeat, life is a choice between fear and faith. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, taught that while we can't control our environment, we can control how we react to what happens to us. You've likely seen people who respond to the same challenging situation in entirely different ways. One person might say, "My life is terrible," while another might say, "Well, things are tough now, but I know they'll get better." The first approach is rooted in fear and victimhood, while the second is grounded in faith. It may seem otherwise, but the truth is that you can choose between these reactions. By choosing faith over fear, you raise your vibration. Dr. Doty teaches that for our intentions to manifest in the material world, they must reach our subconscious. Therefore, two elements are crucial. First, you need to prepare the ground for this process. How? You must enter what's called the state of flow. In this state, it's easier to access your subconscious and plant your intention there. I'll now explain step by step what Dr. James Doty does every morning to achieve a state of flow. When you wake up, sit on your bed and practice a breathing exercise that activates your parasympathetic nervous system. One such exercise is slow, deep diaphragmatic breathing. How do you know you're breathing diaphragmatically? You're doing it right if your abdomen expands during inhalation, not your chest. This stimulates the vagus nerve, putting your body into a relaxed, receptive state. After this, Dr. Doty focuses his thoughts on appreciating the beauty and goodness of the world. He then moves into a meditation centered on emotions like compassion, forgiveness, humility, honesty, gratitude, and love, which encompasses all of them. This openness to being for others brings him into perfect alignment with higher energy. It elevates his vibration to something positive and beautiful. With such a vibration, you'll attract abundance into your life. After several minutes of morning meditation, move on to writing down your intention on a piece of paper. Read it to yourself, both silently and aloud. The more senses you engage in this practice, the better. Now, let's summarize. To manifest effectively, you must elevate your vibration to align with positivity. Negative beliefs and self-criticism lower your vibration and repel the good things you desire. Begin by becoming non-negative, and from there, work toward supporting yourself. Remember, even small steps matter. Dalai Lama once said, "If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion."